Assalamu alaikum, this is Hamza from Car School, and in this video we are going to take a look on PHP's configuration directives. So we are also discussing what PHP directives are, why we use them, and what is the purpose of PHP's configuration directives being there in a PHP society, as some people can say. So everything has some instructions, the directives to do this thing and don't do that thing which is maybe harmful or something like this. So in the PHP there is a file called php.ini file. We can also call this PHP Initialization File. So with the help of this file we can change the convention of PHP, how the PHP work. We can also change this. So inside in the text studio I'm going to open that file. So let's just open your dialog box and bring it to the center. Yeah, it's center, and just scroll down and you will find a file called php.ini, our PHP initialization file. And one thing, when we find this file php.ini, we automatically know that this is the file that we want, because this file contains all of the PHP's configuration directives. So this is our php.ini file. Just click on open and you will find something related to the php.ini, some info. So there is PHP's initialization file, generally called php.ini, is responsible for configuring many of the aspects of PHP's behavior. So this means that we can change some part of PHP just by altering the code. So don't get worried, we will take care of this later tutorials. So now let's just go down, and there are some warnings and tips. So this is our first tip. The syntax we are reading, the syntax of the file is extremely simple. White spaces and lines beginning with semicolon or silently ignored means that every line which is stored with a semicolon will be considered as comment and won't be interpreted by the PHP. So now scroll down, click there and scroll down, you will find some directives. So here is the directive called display errors. So this is just comment out, so let's just leave this and go on. So first of all, I'm going to tell you that if you have made some changes to your php.ini file, you have to do is just go to your file tab and click on save, Ctrl+F, this is the S, this is the short key, and then you have to restart your WAMP server, and so that the WAMP will take those changes into our account, and then we can use those changes in our PHP coding. So the first directive that we are looking on is the engine, which is already on. This is the core part, what is considered a core part of PHP. Means if this is not enabled, so we can't use PHP anymore. So let's just take the URL and search on the web. Then you will find why this is so important. And down there is a directive called short open tags. So we can use this tags to let's just let's just use these short tags instead of these tags. Means that in our PHP file we always just start our coding with the opening and closing tags, just like the greater less than sign and a question mark, then PHP and a closing tag, and inside those our coding reside. So when we enable this directive, so we can also use these tags, means the short tags, but they are potentially dangerous. Don't use this, because someone can manually change this and your file got dumped. So never use this. And we can also use the SP star tags for less than sign and percentage, and then the closing tag with a percentage and greater than sign. So I think this is okay. So just leave this. And one thing that I'm going to tell you, if you can't find your your php.ini file means this file. So let's just open dialog box and scroll down. You will find two files, php.ini -development and a production file. So let's you have to do is just this is our php.ini -development file. So rename this file to php.ini. In this case, just if you can't find your php.ini file, or you don't have something like this, so rename this, and then you will find your the php's directives and your php.ini file also. So just cancel this and go back to the directive. Just gonna, so there are almost 200 directives in this php.ini file. So this is your charger, what you want to change. So be careful with all those directives and something. And you can also read those comments, so then you will make sure that what the directives are for. So if you can't understand those comments, just go to the web and search for those directives. You'll find something really useful for a solution kind. So what you have to do is just okay, leave this is so time wasting. So I'm going to tell you that never alter any php directive without any knowledge, because this is the core file of php. If something misconfigured, so you will have to pay for this. So just like this is, don't do anything without any knowledge, or go to web and search for those directives which can't understand what they are for and something like this. So that's it.